guys, Paul from Ashen.
Hi, Paul!
Today for the week of September 27th. We're getting started right now.
Yeah!
This episode brought to you by Campfire Ashes. New episode of Campfire Ashes is Friday. You should definitely check it out.
I'll remind you at the end.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Capes and Scowls. Paul and Tim do a thing, Team Ashen, and what else? Something else. Another thing. Oh, the comic book store. The building we're in. Ha, silly. Let's talk about trades. I got some trades. I got Silver Surfer Ghost Light, which is a mini, which looked pretty awesome, I must say. We got Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures, Volume 1. This is the most recent outing for The High Republic. If you're ever confused, the first one had, I think, gold, and this one has purple as a background, which is a nice way, so if you're not too confused with all the different eras of High Republic. Monica Rambeau, Photon. This was just a mini, I believe. We've got Samurai Doggy. I'm looking at you, Matt.
Animals doing people
Animals
things.
doing people things. Who doesn't love it? This was a samurai and a doggy. Isn't that fun? I've been wanting to read this. It looks pretty epic, actually. We got the Gimmick. I talked about issue 1 of the Gimmick. It was pretty cool. Any wrestling book, of course, gets at least a glance from me. Vanish Volume 2. We talked about Vanish. Donny Cates' bizarre kind of book. We got Bulls of Beacon Hill. I heard this was very good, and I have not read it, but I heard it's very good. Steve Orlando. I generally do enjoy Steve Orlando. We got Mosley. This is volume... just volume. It's just a volume. I thought this had another volume. Guess not.
There may be. In the future.
Future Mosley. Who knows? Thor, Volume 6. Thor by Donny Cates. I don't think it's completely by Donny Cates. This one, I think, picks up where Torrin Gronbeck comes in. Carnage Reigns. This was a weird mini, wasn't it? Oh, this has a bunch of stuff in it. This is weird. This specific. Very strange. We got Star Wars, Quest of the Force. This is Volume 6 of Star Wars. Gotta love Star Wars. Just always chugging along. From Aftershock, we got The Vineyard. This looks great. Anytime there's horror and, I guess, wine, I'm in. Why not? A lot of shit can go wrong in a vineyard. We got all new Firefly. This stuff just keeps cranking out, man. People love their Firefly comics. I respect it. We have X vs. X-Men Wolverine. What a strange thing to say. This features on some First Class stuff and Wolverine and Power Pack, so different kind of feel for these Wolverine adventures. Probably better for kids. Captain Marvel. I must have Captain America, the saga of Carol Danvers. That would have been wrong. That'd been funny, though. I bet she'd be an okay Captain America. What do you think?
Possibly.
Possibly. This is the 2012 1-8, and a couple other tie-ins, including The Life of Captain Marvel 1-5, which Paul did like quite a bit.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Batgirl, Year 1. This is cool. I've read this 10,000 years ago. It was good then. We got Disney's Mickey Mouse. 7 books in one little golden book.
Oh, so
What?
shiny.
What? Mickey Mouse and a spaceship? Now I'm in. Oh, man. It even has Steamboat Willie. How cool.
Animals doing people things.
Hey, isn't it the best?
It really is.
Yeah. World of Reading, Level 2, Loki. Hey, I'm Loki. That's fun. We got Tim Drake Robin, Mystery at the Marina. This is Volume 1 for the new Tim Drake one. And finally, we've got Love Kills, which I don't know nothing about, but I peeked at this, and the line work is beautiful. Really cool art in this. So, it's Titan. So, knowing what I know about Titan, it's just got to be great. That's all there is to it.
All right, first up, it's the DC Heavy Week for me. It is Batman, Catwoman, The Gotham Wars featuring Red Hood. This is kind of an idea of how this partnership became a thing, and where this is coming from. This is fun because like Red Hood has been obsessed with Joker for quite some time, and he sees this war as his ability to kind of get at Joker while he's kind of at his weakest, without any henchmen or anything like that. So we start to see a lot of the realizations and the motivations for Red Hood's involvement in this war. It's a really good read. It's very interesting. I don't think you necessarily need this to be part of the Gotham Wars to worry about it. So like if you're just a Red Hood fan, this is a good story to read. If you like the Gotham War series right now, this is a lot of information, but it's not necessarily the most important stuff that you need. But really great story. Definitely up for more.
All right, first up for me, Power Girl, issue number 1. Pretty interesting story. I didn't know everything leading into this, but they explain it well enough, so that's always good. You can just jump in here. Basically, Power Girl is doing a charity event on this yacht, and she's trying to introduce some technology that is probably alien technology in order to make our lives a lot better and try to institutionalize it into our regular, everyday kind of lives. That's a big, lofty goal. It's the start of that. Of course, people are protesting. They don't like it. And when you have that many people with a lot of good, healthy wallets on a boat, someone's going to attack it and try to take a bunch of things. That is what this story is. It also sets up a different story involving Superman later. I think this did a lot of good. It was a heavy reader, but I enjoyed it. And there was a very wholesome panel where Superman is hugging and petting Streaky the Super Cat, and I appreciate that more than probably anything.
Hey guys, it's Matt from the comic book store and Capes and Scowls, and I read some more comic books to tell you what I thought about them.
Hi, Tom Taylor!
First up this week, not from Tom Taylor or from DC. Miss Marvel, the New Mutants number 2, I told you I was going to add it to my pull list, and I did. This story picks up right where we left off. We get to see Kamala Khan adjust to the college life, adjust to a world where mutants aren't looked so fondly upon. And we get a little bit of insight into where things are going with this worldwide mutant hunt and how the X-people have kind of recoiled and are starting to slowly but surely get things back in order. And hopefully the fall of X will become the rise of X. Miss Marvel, the New Mutant, number 2. Check it out.
What is my pick of the week? It is The Flash, issue number 1. This is a really good book. This is dense. This is a big. This is a dense read, but sometimes you like that. I don't think maybe your comic book shouldn't be like 2-minute reads. Like you should be able to like read this like it's a book. But this is the kind of reset for The Flash. It's Wally dealing with his family life, and Linda kind of dealing with the fallout of no longer having those powers because she's given birth to her kid, and all of that Speed Force energy is no longer in her system, and her kind of dealing with that issue of becoming normal again while Wally and her whole family is running around in the Speed Force. But there's a problem because the Speed Force is messed up, and you start to see cracks and cracks and cracks until something goes horrifically wrong. And this is a really good series, man. It's really interesting. This sets up a lot of things moving forward in the future of the Flash universe, and definitely a must read. Whereas you have a lot of friends who probably are not as friendly as they could be or should be, and a lot of nefarious backdealings with heroes that will probably end up causing problems in the future. But this is a great read. You should definitely check it out. Art is fantastic. Like I said, dense read, but worth the read. Definitely grab it.
All right, it's time for my pick of the week. You know what my pick of the week is, Paul?
You never tell me.
Yeah, but you should know.
It's a horrible thing that you keep telling me. I don't know.
It's Marvel Unleashed.
Okay.
You dummy. It's Marvel Unleashed, issue number 2. It is Kyle Starks doing Kyle Starks things, which is my other favorite thing. And it's animals doing people things. It's pretty much the whole gist of it. So if you notice the cover, the thing that was revealed at the end of issue 1, Blackheart is back. And I love Blackheart. He is a great villain. And the pets get into a scenario where they discover the plot of the 10th Circle of Hell, which Blackheart has created because it is a secret level of hell that the devil does not know about. And he has amassed an army, and he's trying to bring it through our world with a portal that is powered by Lockjaw. That's a lot of fun, but that's basically your first 10 panels. So the animals are fighting, and they want to get the help of Throg, the frog, the Thunder Frog, because they think he's good enough to fight Blackheart, and they manage to get that fight to happen. It is very good. It is very fun. Less one-liners in this one, a lot of setup and a lot of let's get down to the meat and potatoes of it, and I really enjoyed it. There's a good cameo from Doctor Strange, who's kind of like, you want me to help? And they're like, nah. Which is pretty funny, because they're fighting Blackheart, which is a big deal. Fun book. That Stark's humor shines through. The art is good. I had a blast. Of course, it's my pick of the week. There's nothing better on the shelves. Go buy it.
Yeah, my pick of the week this week is Stuff of Nightmares #1.
Hey, Tom Taylor.
Hey, Tom Taylor. This one is by R.L. Stein. He could probably kick my ass too. But
Hell yeah!
this is about the dude on the cover, Red Murder. You kind of get a little bit of a background of him. I don't want to spoil too much because this is actually a really good read. You get Red Murder's origin story. You see how the creator of Red Murder has kind of been shafted by the entertainment industry. He didn't really get his due. And because of it, you kind of see how this writer starts to become Red Murder. And you kind of get a bit of a Twilight Zone twist at the end. I really liked it. This one's also going to be added to my pull list. Stuff of Nightmares, Red Murder, #1. Don't kill me. Check it out.
All right, and that is it. That's it for me. That's it for us. New Campfire Ashes podcast will be going up on Friday. Paul, is it you?
It is me.
It's a Paul story, so if you're in the mood for that sort of thing, it'll be up on Friday. You know, and that'll be good, Paul. Paul, is this your best story you've ever written?
I mean, it's a very good story. I think it's interesting. It's
Very political answer.
It's one legend or lore that has created two different movie franchises, two different horror movie franchises, both based on the same piece of lore.
But is it the best thing you've written?
I'd like to think everything is the best thing.
Well, that is a lie. Only one thing can be the best. Is it in your top 10 things you've written?
Actually, I like this one a lot.
So it is potentially in your top 10 is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the third best thing Paul has ever written, which ain't too shabby.
I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yeah.
All right, well, then, there you go. You could listen to the podcast where Paul wrote the third best thing he's ever written. That's kind of exciting of a thing to look forward to, so I hope you enjoy that. Or at least play it so that he isn't so sad. And he gets the he likes that when people play his podcast. Anyways, I'm done. I'm going home. Bye.